Well, trauma is a really big subject. Judges see trauma in their courtrooms, not happening in their courtrooms, but the results of trauma in their courtrooms, and occasionally in their courtrooms, every day. And we think of it and talk about it in relation to child sex trafficking or child sexual abuse or domestic violence. But it is much broader than that because of the kinds of cases that judges hear. And it's not just criminal cases. It could be a civil sexual harassment case. It could be a medical malpractice case where the parties have suffered trauma. It could be a wrongful death case. It could be a car accident where somebody was severely injured. We see trauma and the results of trauma all the time. I think one of the differences with child sex trafficking is we see kids, and this obviously goes into adulthood, there's nothing magic about the age of 18. We see kids and young adults who have been victims of really complex continuing trauma. And we know from a number of studies, including the so-called ACEs study, Adverse Childhood Experiences study, that the more of those experiences you have, the more likely you are to die young, the more likely you are to use and be seriously affected by drugs and alcohol, the more likely you are to commit suicide, the more likely you are to develop diabetes and heart disease and all of the other things that are huge costs for all of us as a society and a community.